Thanks for coming out.
Uh-huh.
It's a long time no see.
Yeah. Had to readjust my life.
What happened?
Just couldn't live the way I was living at my house. It's getting real bad there.
Yeah.
Having problems with people going and messing with my soap, shampoo, my medication. If I leave any type of food opened, it gets messed with and things like that. It's pretty annoying.
So that's distressing.
It's beyond distressing. I mean, it's life ruining. You know, it's nerve wracking.
Have things been this bad before there? Or level?
This is the worst it's ever gotten.
Yeah. And who's doing all this?
It's most likely somebody in the house. You know, I mean, just because there's no one like coming into my room, that wouldn't come off the street or something. It would have to be people in the house, and it might be like a lot of the people in the house together. So
it could be one person, it could be several people.
I think most likely it's a group of people that have like some type of social bond or something.
Okay. So they're working together.
Yeah.
Rather than us.
Yes.
Do anything else?
Well, I've been getting a lot of rude graffiti on my computer. And I keep track of that, and it like fills up. Like I have to reset my computer after a while, and it just fills back up. And
graffiti like a screensaver type? Or?
No. They're called instruction files.
What's that?
It's called an INI, and like they leave them on your computer, and it's like an old hacker thing, I guess. And it's just like a horrible list of like shit they say about me, and it's like. They self-generate and they keep regenerating. Someone keeps coming into my room and I'm putting them on there. And it's pretty disturbing stuff.
Profane or?
It's just like homosexual, sexual harassment, basically.
Okay.
And it's like, it's getting to the point where it's like, there are only really like, from what I can tell, 2 or 3 people that have a computer in the building. So for it to really happen, it could only be like 1 or 2 people, or they're letting someone outside do it,
So it'd have to be someone who knows a fair amount about computers.
Not really. I mean, the way hacking and things like that work, you can just like buy the favors or services of someone to do that for you. Yeah, it's just...
Is your computer password protected?
I don't even do that anymore. Because just the way they have this whole system they have set up on my computer, I can't even access the partition for my D drive. So every time I do a system restore, it resets itself to this like really fucked up system of just fucking my computer up. So, and there's this thing where if I put the password on there, after a while it'll change the password spontaneously, and it'll create a encrypted partition on my C drive, so then I have to go back and do a harmful system recovery, which wipes all my data files and passwords and registry and all that. And it's really fucking annoying. So
what are you going to do about all this?
I'm going to move probably out of California just because it's not worth it.
To Vegas?
Yeah.
Where are you along the plan to move?
I'll have to get some money now, so that means I'm probably gonna have to do some like crazy work and then just save up some stuff and
Can you get some money before you move? Pretty expensive.
It's not that expensive. I mean, it's standard living. Like if you can like live someplace and you don't mind like the occasional like crazy drug person, or like you have like a drug house on your block, but you don't interact with those people or do anything about that, nothing bad will happen. The real problem there, from what I can tell, is the police. Yeah, like when I went out there recently, like last time, like a cop, someone just walked up into his garage and just shot him. I'm also seeing that kind of out here, is that the police have a real problem with I guess, like, privacy and property and just respect of, like, private citizenship, you know? And
when would you look at making the move?
I don't know, as soon as I can, but I mean, that's going to take a while. I have to get my ID, you know, I have to wipe out some debt that was incurred from, I'd say, like, maybe 2 or 3 times ago when I was living with a roommate. This guy just ran up about $700 to about $1,000 of debt in my name, on my phone bill and my PG&E bill, because we were supposed to pay half, both, on the PG&E and phone bill, and he ran up my phone bill to about $400 and never paid me back for it.
Was it like a cell phone bill? Or?
No, landline.
At the MOK?
No. I was staying at International and 61st Street in East Oakland.
Was this recently or a long time ago?
About 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I had gotten housing through Berkeley Mental Health there.
Gotcha. Right. So this has been there for a while. Just, you want to get it resolved before you leave?
Yeah, I mean, because otherwise I would have to get, a credit card just to survive for a while, stuff like that, and I can't. And just the way I'm living now at BMH House, it's not, like, a lot of those people, I don't want to be mean, but they're not human. They're kind of just substandard. They don't see, like, a lot of the stuff they do is wrong, and they, it's not, I don't even think a lot of them are mentally ill. I just think they're really, like, they've never had to fend for themselves. So there's certain things they don't know about, like going into people's rooms and, like, poisoning food or, poisoning medication or stuff like that. That's not wrong to them,
Right. So your medication's been poisoned?
Yeah, I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm just going to do my best to deal with the symptoms without medication.
Is that because you're concerned about it being poisoned? Or?
Yeah, I mean, because, I take the Seroquel, and I've been taking it. I took it for a while, and it was fine. And it worked, but then, like, after a while, like, I'll just, an example of what happens. I get my medication, I refill it. I go and get it, and I bring it home, and I just leave it in my room, because I don't want to carry it around with me all over the place or anything like that.
Sure.
And it will start to smell funny and taste funny, and then I'll get really bad side effects, and it's the same thing every time.
What kind of side effects?
Really heavy heart beating, and headaches, and, like, blurry vision, dry mouth, and stuff like that. And,
That's pretty miserable.
Yeah, and it's just, it's like, I'm just going to move away.
Well, how are you sleeping?
Fine.
Yeah?
Wonderful sleep.
How many hours a day do you get?
Not enough. Maybe about 4 or 5.
No, that's not much.
No.
You feel like you need more?
I take Tylenol PM for it.
Every night?
Not every night, but
Does that help you?
somewhat.
Cause any problems?
Not really.
No. Been driving out for constipation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Tylenol PM I think is something that's okay to take occasionally, but it's probably not advised to take it.
Well, it depends. Like the gel tabs you shouldn't take, but and the caplets you really should take also. But I had to find a way to get rid of the gel caps, which is after that it's fine as long as you can get rid of the gel caps. And the gel caps, it's really easy.
Okay. Well, when you were taking the Seroquel, you said it was helpful in some ways. How was it helpful?
Just getting sleep. Just when I was tired, I'd just take it, and I could go to and be rested, and I wouldn't be agitated.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that was bad because I didn't notice like all the dumb shit happening around me. And now I can kind of see that, like, where I live, it's not that it's bad. It's just the people that I'm living with don't have any self-respect or mutual respect for other people.
They got some problems. They weren't really there. They got a lot of problems.
Yeah, but I mean, they're self-generated. They've never had anything bad happen to them in their lives, other than probably they had like some crazy dream that they couldn't reach because it was just not physically possible, and physical reality, you know?
Well, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're concerned that someone was messing with your prescribed medication? Are you concerned someone's messing with your over-the-counter medication?
No, I carry that around with me all the time now. I just have to carry around my toothpaste, my shampoo, my soap.
In your bag?
Yeah.
Just make sure it's always on you.
I mean, just basically because it's ridiculous. You know, I can tell if like my toothpaste tastes different, or my shampoo smells different, or you know, if my soap is like making my skin burn, stuff like that. It's you know.
Are these like in your residence?
Mm-hmm.
Do you keep those in your room?
I used to, but you know, now I just carry them around with me.
And is your room locked?
It is, but that doesn't really help.
Doesn't help.
No.
Do you have a roommate? Or do you
I do not have a roommate.
Okay. So nobody else should be in the room?
No.
But people do get in there?
No, and you know, it's getting to the point where I'm just kind of, I mean, it makes me so mad sometimes, because like, I mean, there's very specific things, like files on my computer will be changed around, and that's, I mean, your computer just doesn't randomly change itself around. It's a physical thing, you know, and if you leave it, you know, a certain way, that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, what can I do for you?
I don't know if I really want to take Seroquel or like any type of medication anymore.
What's your thinking?
I just don't know. You know, it's because I would take it if it was safe, but you know, it's not safe.
Safe in terms of other people messing with it, or safe just in terms of?
No, just safe with other people messing with it. You know.
But I mean, if you're carrying your over-the-counter medication with you, how would that be different than carrying prescribed medication with you?
I don't want to carry prescribed medication around with me because it just doesn't seem like a good idea. You know.
More people will be interested in that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be...
I'm noticing also that there's like a lot of like, within this community, there's a lot of information sharing and things like that, you know, and it kind of, things aren't what they seem. It's.
What do you mean?
I think about like social groups and like the internet and things like that, and like cell phones and things like that. I have really, really bad experiences with people sometimes, and it follows me around. And maybe something I do on like the internet or like on my cell phone or something, someone will kind of like not directly say to me, but like in a conversation, kind of allude, that they're watching me or stuff like that, and it doesn't make me paranoid, just because it makes me think that's really sad, like that's,
Any voices?
No, voices, yeah, but I mean, nowadays, they're pretty friendly, so.
What do you mean? What are they like?
They just help me through all this,
Are these like voices sound like someone else, or they sound like your own thoughts?
Well, there's a difference between like your own thoughts and the voices. Like your own thoughts come from, you feel them like your head to your body, and voices you feel from your body to your head.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's like a sensation. It's like a completely different sensation. Like, a thought would be like, I'm hungry, or I'm cold, or I have to use a bathroom. Mm-hmm. And a voice is like, like wind blowing on your skin, or like, touching something warm, or, So it's a lot different.
Are the voices male or female?
You can tell by inflection, but not by tone. That's how I can tell.
Well, which are they? Are they male or female or both?
There's multiple, like all sorts.
Okay. So some male, some female.
Yes.
Multiple. Okay. Do you hear them with your ear or with your mind?
I would say not either, really.
Okay. Do they happen every day?
Yeah, all the time. Like whenever I'm alone in my room.
Okay. So that's
and when I go outside also. So, but it's very rare outside now, and it's mostly when I'm alone in my room.
Okay. Do they ever say mean things?
Not anymore.
Okay. From the past, but not now.
Yeah.
How are you physically? Any recent illnesses?
Yeah, I went through a real bad bout of constipation, but I got rid of that.
Yeah.
And I just had to change my diet.
Okay, did that work?
That sure did.
Any questions for me?
Not really.
I mean, if we could make sure that the Seroquel was safe, would that be something that you would?
I mean, I would like such a small dose nowadays. You know, like they were like the smallest possible doses I took originally. And you know, if I could come pick it up, you know, that would maybe help. But even then, still, I couldn't really deal with that because I'm having problems even with some of the staff at the front window, and it's, you know, I haven't done anything to them. But a lot of times they won't give me my money just on general principle that they don't like me as a person. You know, and I have to wait for Maryland to get there to get my money. And then if I try to get my money from them, they kind of flip out.
So are you completely done with the Seroquel you've had in the past?
I'm about to throw it all away because it's bad.
It's bad, yeah. I mean, you certainly could come here and pick up your medications once a month, once a week, 5 days a week, whichever you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somewhat of a hassle, but you would know it would be here. It would not be.
So I really am having a problem with, I mean, because my medication will be bitter, like really bitter, and
what would you prefer?
I would like to pick it up. I mean, I could try and keep it on my person at all times.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's such a hassle, you know, and it's just,
Would you want to, how frequently would you want to come in?
I'd say maybe like once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah, that would work.
Would you, so we're going to do that. They probably package it in bubble packs.
Okay.
So you kind of like, you know, this cardboard cutout. Would that be okay to keep on you?
I could do that. I mean, but I mean, really, if it gets bad again, I'm not going to take it. You know? Just I can tell if it works or if it's not working. It's, you know, I mean, the thing is, like when I was a teenager, okay, and this is generally how I know sometimes how things are poison or not poison. Like if you smoke something like pot or something, you know, you can kind of consistently know that, you know, this is a good thing because it's generally the same every time. So, like, if you get something bad or something that, you know, isn't, you know, what it's supposed to be, you can tell, you know, and it's generally, it's like that. It's like that with the Seroquel, you know. It's like someone's actually doing something to it to make it not good, you know. And it's not a narcotic effect I'm looking for when I take Seroquel. It's just it calms me down and keeps me from being, from what I can tell, just like more aggressive and what you guys might call, you know, psychotic. You know.
Well, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I mean, we never know what exactly it is to walk into someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
So there's always some distance there.
Yeah.
Even with best of circumstances. But I mean, you're reporting some things that on one level, seem terrible.
Well, I'm just saying, also, you know, there's certain people there that have been there 10 years, and they've had all sorts of problems with some types of people, and then, like, the last guy who was there also complained about something similar, and I read it in a book about it.
But on the other hand, like, you don't seem psychotic in the sense that you're fully organized.
Yes.
I mean, usually folks I see who are psychotic have difficulty putting sentences and words together.
Yes.
No.
I think it's like validation kind of also helps a lot. Like once you have something validated, then it's, you know, it makes you feel a lot better as opposed to like being just, you know, running around searching for something and you're not being able to articulate it or even express it to people. But then, like, even if it's something very bad happens to you and you're like, yes, they were fucking right, then that's, you know.
Okay. Well, would you like to make another appointment?
Yes.
Okay. When would you like to come back?
How about a month?
Okay. I'm going to be out a good part of June, like the first 2-3 weeks in June.
Okay.
I could see you. So, let's see. I could see you, unfortunately, either in 3 weeks or in about six weeks.
Three weeks would work. Fine.
So Tuesday, May 25th. I've got time at 10:30, 11:30.
10:30 will work fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, as for the medication, I think there's some folks I see that I strongly recommend. You gotta take this.
Mm-hmm.
There are other folks like yourself where I think it's, while it's always an individual's decision, I think this is more of a judgment call.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to prescribe, I'm happy not to. It's
I don't think I really need, like, if it's absolutely necessary to, like, people above you or whatever are saying I have to, I can do it, but I'm not really in that big a hurry to be that sedated around people that are that predatory. Yeah.
You can understand that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Please, if things change, give me a call.
Okay.
I can always call something in. It may take a day or two to get here, but I can either call it into a pharmacy, you can pick it up the same day, or call it in and they can deliver it here, which will take a few days, but we'll get it.
Okay.
So if you change your mind, just give me a call, leave me a message, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll see you in 3 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
Good to see you again.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. Have a good day.